Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today I'm going to introduce another new item to our review list, and it is something that obviously, as I said, I have not reviewed before, and it's by a company that actually has numerous model kits out there, plastic model kits of all sorts of dinosaurs, and this one is this. It is the Tamiya Tyrannosaurus Rex Model Kit. Now, before you guys get too excited about this, the first thing that I do have to say is this one is significantly different from what you will actually receive if you do purchase this kit, because this T-Rex that I have right here is not included, along with a lot of the brush and sticks and rocks and such. Those are also not included. I will put up a promotional picture from the kit right now to show you what you guys would be getting if you purchase this kit. As you can see, a lot of the stuff that I have on here is definitely not included. I did make this one to kind of personalize it myself. You can personalize yours however you would like, and I will actually review this dinosaur here as well, but just know that it is not part of the actual Tamiya kit. Now, I will say that my thoughts on the Tamiya line are they're actually pretty fun. They're definitely good models. I do like putting them together, and one thing that is cool about them a lot of the time that a lot of companies that do release dinosaur kits like this don't really do is they include other things with the models. Like this Tyrannosaurus came with some skeletons of a Parasaurolophus in the background here. You get that. It's not really a full skeleton, it's more like a few bones and the skull and stuff, but it makes a very cool part of the diorama. It also comes with different plants and a dead log and things of that nature, some rocks as well. So it does come with different sort of accessories that you can put in with it to make the diorama really come to life. And there are more than just this Tyrannosaurus. There's also there's a whole bunch. There's actually a Chasmosaurus, a Triceratops, there's some Velociraptors, there's a smaller 1/35th scale, I think they're like juvenile dinosaurs set. There's a whole bunch of them, and they all come with different accessories and different things that you can add on. But as I said, this one itself does not come with a lot of the stuff that you see here, but you can personalize it to look as similar to this as you'd like, because, you know, it's your freedom to do whatever you want with your model, make it however you want. I always try to add a little extra stuff to my actual model kits like this to change them and personalize them, make them my own. So anyway, let's take a closer look at this kit. So looking at the Tyrannosaur, I actually have this in a kind of a scene. In my mind, the scene that you are seeing here with this is this big T-Rex here, which is actually the Tamiya T-Rex, the one that you would get with this kit, is the ownership of this little area. This is his domain, as you would say. And this T-Rex here, which is actually an old Horizon Tyrannosaurus, probably one of the older ones that they've released, and it is an older T-Rex, kind of a beat up. As you can see, he's actually missing some teeth and stuff, so he's not in too good a shape from the battle that they were just having here previously. So in my opinion, what I was going for with this was that this old battered Tyrannosaurus was kind of desperate, came into this younger Tyrannosaurus's domain and was kind of just scavenging for some food, seeing what he could find. This one happened to come along and did not appreciate it. Now this one here is in a hurry to kind of get out of here. This one clearly wants to take on some sort of revenge and tell him that he should not come back again. There's also, I've added a stream bed type of a look to this. I put some water down here and made it look again like you know, he lives next to a stream bed type area, and that's just, you know, what I decided to make with this. You can make yours however you would like. But anyway, looking at the T-Rex here, you can actually see there is beautiful detail put into this. Tamiya does do a lot of work on the sculpts of their dinosaurs. Beautiful face detail all over the place. The palette looks very nice. The eyes are very big, elaborated, so they're nice and easy to paint. The scaling down the back, it has kind of a plated type back, just to give it a little bit of a armor-ish type of a feel to the back, I guess, making it show just how tough this Tyrannosaur was. We're getting some big scales all over the place. Beautiful work done all on that. The arms do look pretty good. They're sculpted nicely. Also along the side here you can see Beautiful scaling. You can actually see the rib cage, so they did put a little bit of extra work into the sculpt of the side of the T-Rex. You can see beautifully sculpted legs. They didn't do too much as far as muscle tone, but you can definitely see it's there. And a nice long, very straight tail. The tail doesn't have too much going on for it. As I said, it is just perfectly straight. It really doesn't curve or change at all in the way it appears. So as far as the T-Rex itself, it is a very, very nicely done model. A beautiful rendition of a Tyrannosaurus. Another of the cool things that Tamiya does with their models is, aside from all the accessories that they give you, they also give you the option sometimes of changing different things about the dinosaur. Like you can change sometimes with the way they're walking. Like this one's clearly in a running pose. I believe it actually came with a leg, so it would appear that it could be in a standing pose, or a walking pose actually would be more specific. And it also came with a different jaw, so the jaw on the T-Rex could be closed as opposed to open. Obviously with this diorama that I was intending on making, I had to have the jaw open as he's grasping the tail here of the other Tyrannosaur. But you can really change it to however you'd like, and that is a very cool addition to these models. Now the actual plants you see back here, these little trees, I'm not really sure exactly what kind of plant or tree they are. They are probably my most hated part about putting these models together, and it's not because it's not very cool to have these on here. They are actually awesome, and I think they look very cool at the same time, but they're just time consuming. They take a while to put together, and I actually have a problem. See, originally when you put them together, you have to cut out these little leaves that go on here, the little parts of the fern type of leaf, and then you connect them to these wires here. Now to connect them to these wires, you have to actually glue them there, and unfortunately my glue is starting to wear off on some of them. It's kind of been a long time since I did put this together, so the wires are starting to come off a little bit, but it is very time consuming when it does come to putting these plants together, because you, as I said, I have to cut out each one of these leaves, and then you have to actually take scissors and cut the sides of them so that it appears as though it's not just one solid piece of a paper, and it looks more like a fern. Mine probably aren't as good as some people's are. I'm sure people that have put these together make them look a lot better, but I was pretty new at this when I originally made this model. Heck, I'm still kind of pretty new to putting actual model kits together, but definitely new in the plant department when I did do this. So it doesn't look perfect. Yours could probably be a lot better, but it was pretty fun to put together, just very time consuming. Probably the most time consuming part of this model, and kind of the most torturous part in my opinion, was just trying to get these two trees here together and put them on here on the diorama. As I mentioned, it did also come with this big tree here, this dead piece of wood. It did come with that. It also comes with, as you can see, the Parasaurolophus bones back here. It has a skull and a few other random pieces to it. Again, you can paint them and make them look however you'd like. I tried my best to make them look half decent. And it comes with some rocks here and there. Not a lot of these rocks I put on here, but some of these rocks, like this one here, and this one, and then there's one back here, and then there's one under him here. So they did all come with this, and there's probably a few more in here somewhere. Yeah, some buried back here under the brush that you can't really see too well, but they all did come with this as well, and you do have to just put those together too and paint them, and then some actually have to be glued onto here and some do not. Some are already connected. Now the other part of this diorama is this old Horizon T-Rex. Unfortunately, Horizon is no more. They do not make dinosaur kits anymore. I don't even know if they're in business. I'm pretty sure they're not. I haven't heard anything about them in a long time, but I did purchase this kit. Unfortunately, as I said, with them being closed, they're hard to find. There is a recast that I see continuously on the internet that you can get. So I will link you guys to the recast. I will also link you guys to the original if I can find one, but they're very hard to find, so I'm not 100% sure I can. But although this is a pretty old looking sculpt of a T-Rex, it's actually very cool and very nicely done. Horizon did do a fantastic job on this Tyrannosaurus in my opinion, because he looks very cool, and they put a lot, and I mean a lot, of detail work into this. I actually would say that there's probably more as far as detail and sculpt work on the scales and everything on this than there are on the Tamiya Rex, but both I think look very cool in their own equal ways. So together I think they make a pretty cool diorama. You can see that, as I said before, knocked out some of his teeth to try to make it appear as though during the course of the battle he's definitely gotten the worse end of it, and he's lost quite a few teeth significantly all over. Going down here onto the arms, you can see the T-Rex arms are out, extended. He's in kind of panic mode. Nicely done with the way they put those on there. Beautiful, beautiful scale work all over this. Some nice skin folds. So they did do a great job with the little details, the fine details on this model that a lot of people, in fact, that kind of Tamiya didn't really do, because there's not really too much as far as skin folds go on the Tamiya model, but there are definitely some good skin folds on these Horizon models. These old Horizon models, in my opinion, were absolutely awesome. It's very, very sad that they don't make them anymore. I really wish they did. Some newer, updated versions of some of these dinosaurs made by Horizon would have been incredible. Nice work done on the feet. The feet are a little small, I think, probably smaller than they should be, but they don't look bad at all. They look pretty good. And the tail is beautifully sculpted with very, very large scales, and it looks very nicely done. This entire model here by Horizon was actually very beautifully done. Again, I painted this whole thing and everything here, so yours will look however you'd like it to look. It doesn't have to look in this color scheme that I do have here. So again, it's all up to you how you make yours look. As far as the size goes of these guys, for the Tamiya Rex that is included with the Tamiya kit, you're looking at about 15 inches long, so he's pretty big. He's definitely a good size. As far as height, he's pretty much right on the dot of 5 inches high. For the Horizon Rex, unfortunately, I can't get him fully into frame, so you're just gonna have to trust me. He's about 13 inches long, a little tiny bit under maybe, and he's almost just about 9 inches high. So he's a pretty good height, but I also do have him kind of on a slant. So if he was straight with both feet touching, he would probably be a little shorter, but with the way I have him on the diorama, he does look and appear to be a little higher, as I said, with him in the 1 foot up in the air type pose. For the actual base here of the model, you're looking at almost 13 inches, maybe somewhere around 12 and a half. As I said, these Tamiya model kits are fantastic. I really do like them. They are a lot of fun to put together. They're definitely something that will take away your boredom for a while and give you something to do. Just get lost in the Mesozoic era, making your dinosaur diorama however you would like. They're a lot of fun. I cannot recommend them enough. Definitely a good way to pass the time. I will link you guys in the description as to where you can buy the Tamiya model of the T-Rex. This one, I believe, retails for somewhere around $25 to $30, so it's a good price for something that's a good, decent size like this. And as I said, lots and lots of detail. It does look very beautiful the way they've done this, and it does give you multiple options as to how you can put your kit together. So I will link you guys as to where you can purchase this in the description. I will also link you guys to this one, at least the recast, but I will try to also find the original. But again, they're very hard to find with Horizon being out of business for so long. I can't guarantee I can find any at all. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next video.